Good day to everyone. I actually owe you an apology. I went under the wrong live stream. Didn't really even know that until I kind of got into the flow of things. It was about might have been about 15 minutes in. I was like, oh wow, yeah. Um, that would have been interesting if I had kept that up. But I actually just want to tap into this. This is just my thoughts. I'm not saying that this is actually right or wrong, but this is just something that, I thought about, you know. But anyways, let me play a song by a good friend of mine, from the West Coast, you know. Make sure you actually, subscribe to the sound and let me know what you think. My boy Major Payne.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. AOB, nigga. Not giving your money to that bitch. Come, bro, with a pimp like me. Baby, this game ain't for free. Go ahead, get some money from me. 10 toes down, nigga, show like me. Show daddy what could you bring to me? How you wanna just stay with me? Girl, got that mansion, yeah. You can't live for free. Hey, I know you see that shit out front yard and stink that. You like, damn daddy, can I get that? Hell yeah, gotta work for just that. I give you some drip, get back. Go ahead, baby, gon' get sacked. Roll all them woods up like that. You know my pimpin' is like that. Oh, from coast to coast. Pimpin' is just the most. In my DNA, am the most. Call me mob, nigga, what I know. Real Mac, nigga, and I go for show. I'm a real nigga, how you didn't know? No sip in my blood, my nigga. Take 10 bands from a little bitch. Come roll with a P like me. 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 Come roll with a P like me.
I ain't new to it, I'm true to it. So please don't play me like I'm too stupid. Told her pull up to the crib when you wanna get it in. I'ma fuck her to my new music. She chose me.
She want me, she chose me.
She on me. I'm 101, one in a million. I'ma make your days better before you go sleep. She fuss with me, I keep it low key. Bought her drinks, smoking OG. She treating me like a trophy. I give a game, we make more cheese. You know you should fuss with me. We can live in luxury. You could be my baby mama. We could share the custody. You more than just a nut to me. She seen our future and her dreams. Let me put you on the team. Girl, you need to fucks with me. I'll take you round the 7 seas. Girl, you need to fucks with me.
Girl, you need to fucks with it.
Girl, you need to fucks with me.
Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me. Come roll with a P like me.
Definitely shout out to Broski for the track. Anyways, I actually want to get into this topic at hand. Lucifer's influence on Lilith. They're actually not related, but I believe Lucifer influence Lilith. Now, this is just, a theory. I'm not saying this is actually truth because I wasn't really there. This is just something that I thought about, right? Now, when you look at Lilith, Lilith could have actually been disguised, as the serpent in the garden. Make sure this doesn't drown me out, right? She could have been disguised as the serpent in the garden to influence Eve, by the power of suggestion, to eat of the forbidden fruit. We all know what that means, right? As well as, influence her with, the rights and the wrongs of, her husband Adam. Why is that? Because, she knew him first. She knew what tickled his fancy. Lilith was the woman that fulfilled the lust of Adam's crawl. His desires. That's why he ate of that forbidden fruit together. If you notice, what is that forbidden fruit? There was that recorded orgy that got him kicked out of the garden, just like what got Lucifer kicked out of the garden. It actually got him kicked out of heaven, or the heaved up place in his mind. Think about that. Lower and higher communication, your phallus and your mind. How do you get kicked out of, the heavenly places and the higher places? That's beyond the seven chakras, right? Now, let's look at Lucifer. When Lucifer rises in the morning, nothing is new under the sun. Everything in the universe is apart from that energy. And it's all made together. Therefore, atom or atoms makes up everything in the universe. When you actually break apart, our body, you see protons, electrons, neurons, so forth. Everything that you basically see in the universe is actually within us. We're magnetic beings. But, that's another conversation. But for now, we're just going to stick to this, and that's speaking in the knowledge of self through the rational and intellectual aspect, and the the experiential, dialogue, the intuitive side, the intuitive nature with our social and pragmatic motion of things and, being, this is how we come to know something well when there are good reasons for it that connects to our inward experience. As our light bearer, the symbol of liberty. Lady Liberty in New York. It's ringing a bell, right? Keep in mind, Satan is vastly different from the being of Lucifer in itself. There was a holy angel in the heavens, or the heaved up place, named Lucifer, that became Satan because of greed and evil doings. Interesting, isn't that what happened in the garden? So I was making that connection. Lucifer as a holder of knowledge, as one of the more primordial gods. The name is the meaning star because, it was enlightened as a spirit within the mind, like a morning sky, as a light bearer of one of the most ancient dragons, because, that energy of Venus and the sun. Venus, the planet Venus, where Lucifer dwells. Rather interesting. Lucy is the energy coiled, based of that spine, the light that travels up the 33 bones of the vertebrae. You think of the 33 vertebrae, right? You think of what? Jacob's ladder. To activate each chakra along the path until it reaches the crown or the throne of God. Now keep this in mind. The planet Venus, or Lucy, is known as the planet of love. But that love is tainted. Though, like, every coin has two sides, so does that disposition. with both the negative and the positive, and I come across with the very opposite love, which is lust. The light of lust is a false light that is mechanical and enslaving, whereas the light of love is the true light that shines like the morning star. And you see what happened in the garden? You see where all the confusion, the deceived woman, Adam being deceived by his own lust was chasing after the deceived woman that was already deceived by the demon, Lilith. And Lilith was basically deceived by who? Lucifer. It's beautiful. Hey, so I always have that eerie laugh. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting though. A lot of omitted things, in that text. You gotta be careful how you read it. But anyways, just want to leave y'all with that. Might do a part 2 to this.